Last summer, after a full year of rigorous training, 8 determined climbers, along with 17 experienced guides, set out to attain a world record. Why were there 2 guides for each climber? Each of the climbers was blind, including former Army paratrooper Tom Hicks. He and his fellow mountaineers became the largest group to reach the summit of Africa's tallest mountain, Kilimanjaro. Here's what this special veteran experienced.
Yeah, baby. 2 more days, we'll be standing on top of that. This is day 5. Can you believe it?
We prepared for a year. I was just proud to be a member of this group because the one thing you probably won't hear a lot about is the struggle. I mean, it really was a struggle, a physical struggle, especially on summit day. My name's Thomas Hicks. I am the Carl T. Hayden VA Medical Center's Visual Impairment Services Team Coordinator. I was representing the Foundation for Blind Children, a local agency here in Phoenix, on this journey. I lost my eyesight in the Army to a disease called retinitis pigmentosa, which is a degenerating disease of your photoreceptor cells, your retina tissue. Just because you're blind doesn't mean you can't do stuff. You just have to be willing to try. I'd say it's very challenging because each blind person has a sighted guide in front and one behind them, and you're not roped to them. And then I listen to a bear bell. My guide in front would tap this bell, and it would give me an orientation to focus on.
I'll show you how high we are. Nice pan out. Above the cloud lines again.
Well, it's challenging overcoming the obstacles, the obvious obstacles, rocks, boulders, walking on a ledge where maybe a foot to your left or a foot to your right is what they call a death drop. If you slip, you're gone. I don't know how close I am to the top, and I don't know how far I've come. I'm just in the moment, just trekking. And the air was pretty thin at 15,000 feet, and we had to learn how to pressure breathe, and it's like a deep breath. And then you force your air out, and that's to kind of keep you from passing out. Eventually you'll get used to it. I thought, wow, I'm almost there. I was 434 feet away. It took almost an hour to get from 18,900 to 19,340 feet. And at that point, it was one of the most challenging things I've done in my life. And I think what took over also was just the mission.
All those people that said, we couldn't do this, we had no business being here. I just want to say, we're here.
Proud of you, brother.
Shout out, Kevin.
We set 2 world records for sure. And then I was one being the youngest blind climber to ever summit, and the other being the largest blind group to summit. And then today I just found out that the 3rd world record is the only blind American veteran to summit. Kilimanjaro would be myself. I really appreciate all the support I've gotten from the VA, and especially my veterans. My blind veterans have been very interested in this whole last year, and many times they call me just to see how I'm doing or what I'm doing. So I'm just proud to represent them, and they inspired me every step of the way.
Tom and the other blind climbers did a lot more than just build their confidence. They raised about $200,000 to benefit a charitable foundation, the Blind Children's Infant Care Program. You can check out their pictures and read blogs about this unique adventure by going to www.seekiliourwayblogspot.com.